In this video, I'm going to show how you can make simple animations like these ones here with the clothing models on my website. You can find the link in my bio here. It's locked now, so enter my password. At first, you'll see this section, get files and templates here. Then you'll see another section on how it works, and then another section to ask about commissions. On the first section, you can click on it and see every product we have, or you can follow the second section by first getting the 3D clothing, then getting 3D environments, then using the cars to upload into your environments and rendering. I'm gonna walk you through that process basically. For the 3D clothing, you can click here or just catalog and pick the models that you need. For this quick guide, I'm going to show this hoodie and the knit sweater because this sweater comes with two materials, and I'm going to show really quickly how to switch between them. And then I'm also going to be showing how to work this studio environment, how to bring the clothing into it basically. And yeah, for the hoodies, for all the clothing actually, you will get a file that looks something like this here. You'll have these files inside of the folder. You'll have the design template blank, and then you'll have the one with the designs on it, and then the cover that's on the website. You can open the Blender file. Here you'll see the clothing models, the hanging flat ones like it shows there. In this other little panel, you can hold Z, click render view. That way you can see the designs. To edit the designs, you go here. It's in this little section on the top. It'll look a little cluttered, but it's this one here already selected. You click the X and upload your own designs. And basically, to edit designs, you can use Photoshop or anything. I use this program called Pixlr. You open your blank design, and then you can add your labels on top just to see placement and to copy it. Like for this hoodie part, for example, you can copy these lines to match it up, and then same with the sleeves, just to have them shown in the same spot. After you add your own designs, you want to export it with a transparent background, like how this image is. That's the same image used here. That's this image right here. It has to be exported with a transparent background. That way these folds in the material can still work and look fine. After you upload your design, you can change the color of the hoodie with this bottom slider here. You want to change the right section to be the main color you want, and then hovering over here you can control C, control V to paste, and you want it just a little darker. That way the folds have some variation in color. And if the folds here are too small for your liking, you can bring them a little bigger to fill the whole hoodie. A little bigger too. The smaller you bring this number, the bigger the design is going to look. The higher you bring it, the more folds you're going to have. Around 0.8 usually looks best. Then after you have your clothing with the color, the design, and everything you need, you can Control Shift S to save it, and then I'm gonna save it here, name it blue hoodie. After you have your clothing saved on a separate file, you can close out of this and also your design. What I'm going to show now is how to bring it into a scene like this. Basically, after buying the studio environment, you're going to get this file right here, coming with these 3 files. The cover with the clothing inside, and then the blend file, which you can open and upload your clothing by going to File, Append. Then you want to find your blend file with the clothing you made, click Collection, and then you can upload the clothing that you need. For this studio environment, I need the hanging hoodie, so I'll upload that. In order to make it so that you can just grab this hoodie, this hanger, and the hoodie is attached, you want to first select the hoodie, shift select the hanger, Control P to parent with transform, and that way you can grab the hanger. You want to move it to the cross and bring the top of the hanger right into where the middle of the chain is. You can go into camera view just to see it better. Make the size a little bigger. And the thing with this studio environment, it has a fisheye camera. You can't really see it at all in this viewport. You have to go into render view to see the fisheye effect. And with this, you can make your adjustments accurately, but if you want to grab anything or select anything, it should be on this left panel. If you select anything on this side, it'll be just out of place. So you want to select it here and move it around here. So I'm gonna make the hoodie just a little smaller and bring it up with G and Z. Bring it down a little, just so it's right above the chain. Now, to connect the hoodie to the chain, you want to do the same thing that you did with the hoodie and the hanger, but this time with the hanger and this cross right here. You want to shift select, Control P, and then playing the animation, you can see that works. But it is set up so that it can just transition to the next hoodie. So if you only have one piece you want shown, you can end it here at 119. That way the animation's moving smoothly, or you can keep it at 250. And then in order to duplicate this to have it on the copy here, you want to go to frame 1 by clicking this, or just go in frame 1. You want to select both of them, Shift D, right click, then just bring it up until you see this other chain right here, or this other cross right here. And then you want it to be as close to the center as you can, the top of the hanger. And then same as before, you parent this hanger to the cross, Control P, and then like that. Or I'll change the material first so you can see. To duplicate a material, you want to go down to here, Materials tab, click the new material to copy this one. It'll show up with a number 1 on it, and then you can edit the color. I'll make this one red. And then when you play the animation, you can see here, starts with the blue one, and then automatically switches to this one. You can see that it's not perfectly, you could see a little jump right there. What you want to do is stay on frame 19. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, and also here, just so you can see the top of the hanger better. Or not here, sorry, the bottom here. just so you can see the top of the hanger, and then using your arrow keys you can switch between just to try to make the adjustments with G and Z. Just a little farther down. There's this little dot right here. It doesn't matter at all. It's not going to be really shown in the animation unless someone's really zooming in. It's just a little artifact, but you can go into edit mode and delete it if you really want to. It's not a big deal. But then after your hanger is lined up, you can play the animation, or not like that, sorry. Right here is lined up. The animation, and it should be seamless. Like basically close enough. That's how I set it, and my animations come out fine. How you can add a car to this scene. On my website, after clicking here in the description, there will be the link to all the free car models, or on the main page right here, there's the link for the free car models. I'm gonna go on my other email so I can show you. You can go through any of these here. You do need to sign up though in order to download these, but they're all free and you can download any of the ones that you want, as many as you want. And then I usually download them as GLB files because it lets you choose the texture size most of the time. And after you have that file, you can go back into your scene, go to File, Import, GLB, find your car, and then after you upload it, there should be just one little controller here. You can click on it, and then using that you can scale it with S, rotate it on the Z axis with R and Z. You can do just 180 to turn it around. Scale it up, rotate, pressing G and then Shift Z to lock it on the X and Y rotation or location, not Z. Then GZ to go down. You want to go under to see barely going through, and then just keep adjusting until the sizing is however you want and the positioning is however you want. And that's basically it for the car. The last thing to show is this logo right here. The only thing is basically the same as the design here. You just go here, upload your own logo with a transparent background, and then if you want, you can also go to this emission tab, make your logo go if you want it to. It's up to you. That does increase render time a little bit, but it looks cool. And aside from that, just rendering. This is my render settings. It's what I use for every video, also with 180 resolution. You can do 150 or even 200 if you want 4K, but I have it 180 because that way Instagram doesn't compress when you post it. I render with PNG sequences, so basically every one of these frames is going to be turned into an image that I can just upload the whole folder into DaVinci Resolve or even CapCut if you use more simpler editors. And then with that, just export the video as like the full quality. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The last thing is the sweater. This sweater model, the one I was talking about earlier. The main thing with that one is the materials and how you can change them pretty easily. I'm going to go into rendered view to see it. So it starts with the knit material. You select it here, you go to the material panel under cloth, that's the main body material. By holding Control Shift and then clicking on this right here, you can change it to the main material, and same with cuffs here, you can change it to the main material. The same that every hoodie and shirt and everything has with the realistic folds and all that. Or you can just Control Shift, click on this node group, change it back to the knitting. That's pretty much it for that. Same thing with these, editing the color ramps for the color, and then this for the design. And yeah, that's pretty much it.